Hey guys, welcome to the video. So in today's video I will be talking about the extra weight that the Draco Upgrades adds to your HPI Vorza S Flux Truggy. First we will start out by weighing the Truggy stock, and then I will weigh the Truggy with the upgrades installed, and in between that I will also show you the weight of the stock parts versus the upgrades as well, so we can get a better idea. Right, so I will be using the same battery, ESC and motor for both setups, so we can have a really accurate comparison between the two. Of course the shocks and everything like that, the wheels, the body and so on. So it would be ready to run vehicle when I weigh it. Also, I'd like to say a big thank you to ChriswithaC RC and Aussie RC Playground. They both have videos live now on my parts for the Vorza Truggy. Chris made 2 videos. They were about 3 weeks ago, I believe. And yeah, I noticed some comments about the extra weight that this will add, and so I wanted to follow up by making this video. And apologies for the delay. I've just been busy with my family and stuff like that. Right, and then also Aussie RC Playground, they recently uploaded a video too on that, so please check those videos out. I really appreciate them taking the time to review my parts. I will put links in the description, and as of this video, I believe Aussie RC Playground will also make another video on running the vehicle or bashing the vehicle, so I'm excited to see how that turns out. Okay, so let's get into it. So first, let's weigh the Truggy as is with all the parts, all the stock parts installed, and then I'm going to separate the parts out, shock towers, braces, tower braces, and motor mount, and then I'm going to weigh the stock and upgrades, and we'll have a good idea of the extra weight that you will gain from installing these parts. Alright, let's get into it. Alrighty guys, so I've got the scales on a hard surface. I've got it zeroed, and I'm going to start by putting the Vorza S Flux Truggy on there without the body. We're going to check the weight and then add the body, and also with the body off, I want to show you that I'm using the same components so you can compare to the later weighing of the upgraded one. Alright, so we have 4.8 kilos without the body. You can see I have my Z6S LiPo 5200 milliamp hour battery, got my 2200 kV stock motor, and the ESC as well. Let's put the body on. Okay, 4.9 kilos or 4,952 grams stock. Alright, any guesses on how much weight the upgrade's at? You could probably guess now in the comments if you wanted. Not as much as you think. Alright, let's go ahead and weigh the individual components just to give you an idea, and then we'll come back and weigh the Truggy with the upgrades installed. So let's get into it. Okay guys, let's take a look at the individual parts. First the stock parts, then the Draco upgrades, and please remember to minus the stock parts from the weight of the Draco upgrades. Alright, so first let's take a look at the shock towers. So we have the stock shock towers at 72.5 grams. So they are pretty light, but of course they're only 4 millimeters thick compared to the Draco ones at 6 millimeters thick. And yeah, the Draco ones are 166 grams, and as you can see the plastics are not included in this, so just apples to apples comparison there. Okay, so nearly double. Then the motor mount, the stock motor mount, including the center diff assembly, 101 grams. Including all the screws as well to assemble this part, and not the motor of course. So you will reuse 2 of these screws in the Draco Vorza motor mount. And yeah, 130 grams for the Draco motor mount. You can see the two M5 screws that are reused to mount the motor pad, and of course the motor mount and the center diff assembly is assembled, featuring the split design. So yeah, just a gain of 30 grams there. And then the next we have this stock chassis braces at 28.3 grams, 28 grams, pretty light, but of course they don't offer as much rigidity as the aluminium versions. So the Draco ones are slightly heavier at just around 43.5 grams, and so you've probably gained about 15 grams there, not too bad. And all the screws are included there as well in both examples. And then finally, if you choose to upgrade, you can add only 90 grams with the Truggy tower braces. So not too bad there. Alright, so I guess you guys are ready to see the total weight now with the Draco upgrade, so let's move on to that. Okay guys, so now let's check out the new weight with the Draco upgrades installed. I have my scale zeroed and on a hard surface, so let's go ahead and do it. Alright, so you can see I have the shock towers installed, the tower braces, the chassis braces, and the motor mount. Let's get the body on and get the final weight. Okay, so we have a final weight of 5,180 grams, and let's compare that to the stock weight, which was 4,953 grams. So that's just an additional weight of 225 to 228 grams. And if you wish to upgrade without the Truggy braces, the tower braces, you can save 90 grams. So a total weight of 137 grams with these upgrades installed. And for you nitro guys, if you wish to upgrade the shock towers only, you'll only be adding 93 grams to your platform. Okay guys, I'll leave it up to you to make a decision on these parts. And if you haven't already, please check out the review videos from ChriswithaC RC and Aussie RC Playground. They're live now. I will leave all the links in the description for you, including a link to my store. These parts are available now. Shipping within 3 days. Okay, thank you again. See you in the next video.